We are here in Oslo having our 30th anniversary and advocacy meeting.
We've brought 15 members of our network together this week in Oslo to meet and engage with Norwegian policymakers, with Norwegian civil society, with other stakeholders who have a role in human rights promotion and protection across the region of human rights houses. So we're doing a number of things. We're engaging in a seminar at Parliament with members of Parliament, with members of our network, with Svetlana Tsikhanovskaya.
Political prisoners are our heroes, and we must fight for their release every day until all of them are free.
We are so glad and honored to kick off the 30th anniversary of the network of human rights houses at the cornerstone of democracy in Norway. An important part of the playbook for any illiberal or authoritarian government is to organize a heavy crackdown on the independent and brave voices in society. Ales Bialetsky from Belarus, Anar Mammadli from Azerbaijan, they would have participated here today if they were not in prison. Together with other human rights organizations here in Norway, I take this opportunity to appeal to the members of the Norwegian Storting to increase the financial support to civil society, free media and human rights defense in Europe and internationally.
It was a very interesting experience to give a speech at the Norwegian Parliament. And I was mostly highlighting about backsliding of democracy in Georgia and how it is vital to take an action on time.
We ask to continue to support democratic activities, human rights defenders in Belarus and all initiatives that collect evidence of crimes against humanity committed in Belarus.
First of all, we discuss situation in Ukraine, and I explain what happened with Ukrainian cities now. Every day Russia attacks Ukrainian cities, and it's not only about front line. Just yesterday morning my children spent few hours in bomb shelter, because Russia attacked Kyiv, Ukrainian capital, again by missiles. And also we covered the issue of political prisoners in Crimea. And I explain what main groups who target in Crimea and why Russia does it.
Civil society organizations, human rights defenders in Serbia are feeling that there is no much needed support for them.
Azerbaijan has one of the worst human rights records globally. It has one of the worst press freedom records globally. And it gets to host one of the biggest international events.
We are having private meetings with various delegations of MPs, with the PACE delegation, with the LSCE delegation. We'll be meeting with the Committee on Foreign Affairs and Defense.
We raised the question on the stronger financial support to the civil society in our region.
I talked about fragile democracy in Armenia and highlighted how it's important to support the democratic reforms and human rights protection.
And then we collectively spoke because the problems are so similar, and we see Russian signature and Russian footprints basically everywhere in terms of the propaganda, in terms of disinformation.
We're also, of course, here coming together to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the network of human rights houses. We'll be hosting a reception at our office here in Oslo for members of the diplomatic corps in Norway, for policymakers, for civil society and others, and really is an opportunity to take stock of where the network is and to be thinking about where the network is going for the next 30 years.
And it's a huge honor for me to be here, to be a part of this network, to be a part of this human rights movement.
I think everybody here agrees that what was important when it started has become more important over time. I'm glad to represent the ministry that has supported you almost from the very beginning.
We're having a number of meetings on the sidelines with think tanks and research institutions. We're meeting with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We're meeting with the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation. All opportunities to talk about rising authoritarianism, closing civic space, attacks against human rights defenders across the regions, and specifically what the Norwegian government can be doing to support independent civil society across our region. And of course, we thank all of our donors for the opportunity to bring together so many of our network members, both in celebration, but also to be looking towards some of the policy goals that we have in our engagement with the Norwegian government. Do I look at Baya or look at you? great. Okay.
How do you feel, Stay?
I feel great, Maya.
Are there any questions? No?
Yes.
What is our plan for the week?
Well, first I think we're going to enjoy this beautiful Norwegian weather.